Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Boxing boxing. Now, man, Amir Khan, man, still upset about Canelo Alvarez. That loss, man. Devastating loss to Khan's career. And Amir Khan talks about how Canelo should be banned from boxing for life. Now, Khan basically he's talking about Canelo Alvarez failing his doping test when he busted for clenbuterol not once but twice. You know, we don't know how long Canelo was on this drug because he was fighting at 155 at the time. So Canelo Alvarez, was not being tested on a regular release by the WBC, um, because he wasn't fighting at their weight class, because he made his own weight class up. So Canelo Alvarez is very, Amir Khan's very upset about Canelo Alvarez, and he thinks he should be banned for life for testing positive for a banned substance. And he may have a point. He basically talks about how I'm gonna get some quotes for you guys, right? This is what Amir Khan says, right? He says, "At the end of the day, I'm just focusing on my career first and making sure I do everything. I don't make any mistakes. Look, there are some big names out there in boxing. I ain't focusing on them. I'm on my path in boxing and Canelo. Whatever he did was wrong." He told BoxingNews.com. But I just think it's wrong for boxing to do that because we work so hard. And when we work so hard, someone that takes drugs should be banned for good, should be banned forever, not only given a 6 month ban. Now that's what he basically said, man. There you guys have it. He should be banned for good. There's a lot of truth to that. People do work very hard. You got people skipping weight classes trying to prove that they're best. To really pit your skills versus mine, who really want to push themselves to the limit. And then you got a guy, taking performance enhancing drugs, beating smaller fighters. It's not, it's not fair. Now we only seen him tested positive as well for Triple G, but we don't know how long he's on this stuff for. You don't just wake up one day and decide to do it out of nowhere. He Ever since he lost the belt from Triple G, he vacated the title for Miguel Cotto, and Triple G was doing this whole "give me my belt" thing. Canelo Alvarez was not getting tested by any organization because he had no belt to defend. To this day, Canelo Alvarez has no belt at 160. He has no belts. Once he vacated that WBC title, he wasn't getting tested. Unless he had a major fight coming up. So he can be cycling things before he even fights. So the thing is, Canelo Alvarez, should he be banned for life? I think, in my opinion, if you're fighting a guy 2 weight classes beneath you, and you get caught for some kind of illegal drugs, and you're the bigger fighter, I think it should be a more severe ban. I think they shouldn't just have this blanket ban where, like if I'm fighting someone at heavyweight, we're both the same weight class, and if I get caught, I think that ban should be, it should be pretty harsh. But if you're fighting a guy coming up 2 weight classes, for each weight class beneath you should be like a year extra added on, in my opinion, at minimum. When you're fighting a guy coming up in weight, he's trying to prove himself, and he's really doing it for the money. And then you're gonna take steroids on top of that, or some kind of performance enhancing drugs to beat the smaller fighter. I mean, at that point, that's overkill at that point, and it's just not fair. Boxing really does need to be controlled. Listen, I talk about all the time. These organizations, I mean, it's all boxing politics. But there's really, when people say that, they mean it's really corruption. It's really corruption in the sport of boxing. The problem with boxing is you have all these sanctioning bodies in foreign nations. It's not one unified organization like the NBA or NFL or anything like that. So the rules are just everywhere. These different sanctioning bodies, they got different rules, and they got different punishments for testing positive for different drugs. So the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, we should just do away with this whole belt thing, and well, not do away with it, but organize it. We can't do it in America because of the Ali Act, And the belts we need belts that have one rule, so if you really get caught, something really bad could happen, and what I mean, like really enforced, because it's just in boxing, it's just someone get popped for steroids, get banned for a couple months, another guy get popped for steroids, get banned for like 2 years or a year and a half, crazy stuff. I mean, look at Tyson Fury, he even got banned for an extreme long period of time when he got busted, but Canelo Alvarez only gets a tap in the tap on the shoulder and be like, hey, you can't do that. So I mean, it's just mind-boggling stuff, you know, crazy stuff, man. So that's what Khan said. Let me know how you guys feel about it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire, Geoboxing Empire. Peace.